The Frog Prince. Princess Emma loved to play catch, but all the other children at the castle did not. They were older and only wanted to ride horses. They said catch was for babies. So Princess Emma went to the royal pond to play catch by herself. She threw the ball into the air. When she tried to catch it, the ball bounced off her hand and into the pond. It floated away. She began to cry. A frog heard Princess Emma crying. He looked up from his lily pad. "What troubles you, Princess?" he asked. She pointed at her ball. It was all the way out in the middle of the pond. "I can't swim," she cried. "Do not weep, Princess," said the frog. "I can fetch your ball. But first I have a request. I would like to spend a day with you at the palace. I want to eat, play, and sleep like a prince." Princess Emma wasn't sure she wanted to spend the day with a frog. The frog was slimy and gross. The older kids would tease her if she brought home a frog. But she really wanted her ball back. "Yes," she said, "I promise." The frog swam to the center of the pond. He pushed her ball back toward the shore. He pushed and pushed until it reached the edge of the pond. "Oh, thank you," said the princess. Princess Emma quickly grabbed the ball and ran back to the castle. "Wait!" cried the frog. "What about your promise?" The princess kept on running. Later that day, the princess was having her piano lesson. In the middle of the lesson, there was a loud knock at the castle door. It was the little frog.
"What brings you to the castle, Mr. Frog?"
asked the king. "The princess promised that if I fetched her ball, I could spend the day with her," said the frog.
"Did you make this promise?"
the king asked Princess Emma.
"Yes,"
she said.
"but he's a frog. The other children will tease me if he stays."
The king shook his royal finger at Princess Emma.
"You will keep your word,"
he commanded in a deep voice. And so the frog joined the princess for her piano lesson. Her legs were too short to reach the foot pedals. The frog helped. He hopped from pedal to pedal and pushed them for her. Princess Emma smiled. That night, at the royal dinner, the frog sat next to Princess Emma. She was pleased when the frog ate all her yucky lima beans. The other kids did tease her, but Emma didn't care. Later, Princess Emma got ready for bed. She had grown fond of the frog. She made him a little bed of silky pillows in her room. She tucked him in and kissed him on the head.
"Good night,"
she said. The next morning, Princess Emma woke up and stretched. Then she looked over at the tiny bed. To her great surprise, the frog had turned into a boy.
"Oh my!"
said the princess. The boy told her that he was once a naughty prince. As punishment, a fairy had turned him into a frog. The spell could only be broken if the frog spent a day with the princess. Princess Emma had freed the prince from the spell. "What can I do to thank you?" asked the prince. Princess Emma smiled. She grabbed her new friend's hand. They skipped down to the pond to play catch.